When you start a degree at university, initially the experience can be alienating, especially if your previous experience of education hasn't been the greatest. However, it's important to see this as a new beginning, and even if you don't know where to begin in coursework, remember, you can begin anywhere. It's really great learning about different critical theories, whether Marxism or feminism, and then applying these theories as tools to academic arguments, especially during any discussions. Some probably see discussions as competitive, but it's better to see them as a collaborative part of the process of studying. Discussions allow you to bounce ideas off other people. This approach gave me the confidence to encourage a friend return to education. While my friend qualified as a teaching assistant, I also learnt from her about teaching and education itself. So although I am the first and only person out of all my friends and family to do a degree, to have got a first class honours degree, to me, my degree represents growth. The opportunity to grow and develop that undertaking a degree can provide individuals with is priceless. Asking for help can be hard, but you should never be afraid to ask for help or be afraid to offer help to others. You don't realise that by the end of your course you'll be aware of the interdisciplinary relationship between different academic subjects. A degree is a massive journey of discovery, a journey of your intellect and mind. It's fascinating when you examine the relevant journals on your subject and come across different academic arguments, even if the journals no longer live on the shelf. Once you have gained knowledge of both your subject and yourself, maybe you'll start thinking about how you're going to use this knowledge. Does your knowledge represent a means to an end or something deeper? You never stop learning. Even when you make mistakes, it should be seen as part of the learning process. It's easy to forget that your degree represents having to learn the language of academia. At times you might feel like you're going mad. Favourite history module of mine was Madness and Civilization, in relation to the ideas of Foucault, Lane, Porter and Skull. This really brought home the need to question what exactly is meant by normal, the term normative, and concepts of an ideal standard. A normative paradigm, such as a social narrative, can be said to be normative just because it happens to be dominant. This ties in with the concept of the other, and the processes by which societies and groups exclude others whom they want to subordinate or who do not fit into their society. So studying the humanities, you get to see how power operates, where power resides, and the habit the rich and powerful elite have of using power against the majority of people the majority of the time. In this respect, just to get a qualification is an achievement in itself. So perhaps when you look back at graduating with your qualification, it might be worth remembering the achievement of your qualification is unique to you. Your degree is also about developing research skills, and while carrying out research is challenging, treat it as a game of hide and seek. The information is there, so try to have fun finding it. To be a successful student requires many attributes, not least the ability to face your fears, whether it's fear of balloons, heights, success or failure. When you achieve success, it's often easy to forget to say thank you. Without having good tutors, where would we be? So I want to say thanks to all the tutors who taught me. Thank you! Nobody's perfect. You might leave university, be in debt and unemployed. If so, you have to try to remember that intellectually you're rich. So studying can really change how you view the world. Although after reading so many books and examining so many different arguments and ideological perspectives, you should still try to view things in your own way. The best way to achieve this is to use journalism questions. Who, why, when, where, what and how. It makes life so much easier, not just to understand a story, but also to tell one. X Factor! If you treat university as a one-off X Factor audition and you show up and blag it, you're wasting your time. Every year of your studies should be treated as a final year. It's a myth that year one is irrelevant as the coursework does not count towards the final mark of your degree. But sometimes when you're going forwards, it can feel like you're going backwards. And sometimes you have to go backwards to go forwards. And that's why Z-A.avi is the title of this film. You might find higher education can be the wind in the sails of your freedom, as well as an adventure into the unknown.
I've traveled this wide world all over, now to another I go.